I got some constructive criticism on this particular graph, so I wanted to clarify a few things about it. First off, on the left-hand side, those numbers are associated with nanometers. In the case where we're talking about the spectral content, for the case of the myopia, it's in number of people per 2,000. In the case of the purple line or skin cancer, it's percent change. And in the case of autism, it's the number of children being diagnosed with autism per 100,000 of the population. He also made a good point that while there can be correlation, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a cause and effect. But my point was never to make that particular argument. My point is that these things are changing. Something is causing it to happen. It could be because we're aging. It could be because of a number of different variables. But to ignore the fact that this significant amount of correlation occurred and that we had this change, it would be foolhardy as well. The other thing is that one of the things that I continue to look for and cannot find is that the lighting community never justified making this change. There appears to be no research out there indicating that anyone bothered to check whether or not removing 90% of the spectral content would have a negative effect on our health. Now, hopefully we can get to the point we can make that determination, and that really is the purpose of the work I'm trying to do. Another criticism that I got that I thought was interesting is that I had purposely put a number of keyword searches at the end of the presentation, hoping that people would go out and look for themselves. I believe that one of the beauties of the internet is that we can search and we can get down to looking at specific tests or studies thanks to the proliferation of data. But for those people who need a little bit more structured situation, we'll go to the next. I've included another slide after this one that lists some of the references that I've found to be useful. Like I say, I prefer that people would go out and search for themselves, make up their own determination, and even make comments back of what they may have found. So included here are a list of some of the references I've used to get basic background information, and have a number of references built into them as well. One of the things I think you need to take into account that we're really dealing with two very different technology areas. The medical community is mainly focused on trying to come up with a treatment or a pill, and especially treatments that can be done within the time frame of an office visit. So what you'll see is a lot of the medical community is focused on higher power, shorter duration exposures. And then you see the lighting community, on the other hand, is focused mainly on trying to save energy. Although there is a developing group within the lighting industry that is starting to push for more emphasis on natural lighting, well organization being one of them, of course. So in general, what I'd suggest is that do a combination of both and search for yourself and determine whether or not you believe near-infrared should be reintroduced back into lighting. As I said before, it can be done very quickly and with little to any impact on the energy usage. And it ends up with a more elegant solution in the long run anyway. So anyway, hope this helps. Keep on providing criticism. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you.